Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back. Salakia. It says that, and it talks about who are who. So the tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites. You know, Edom is a so-called white man today. Started with the top banking families, Amalek, on down. You know, it says the Ishmaelites, so-called Arabs. You know, Moab, so-called Asian, Chinese. You know, Hagarenes. You know, the list goes on. You know, everyone outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, you know, have been confederate against us to create this culture and this system to keep us in sin, going off, keep our minds and our understanding away from true knowledge and understanding. The 501c3, in which most churches have this nonprofit organization, where he went into detail about that as far as this book called the Revolution Will Not Be Funded. And that's pretty much talking about how Esau has created a way to fund these nonprofit organizations, because most churches, or all churches, damn near all churches, are 501c3s, in which they're funded through the government. And by them funding it through the government, they have got orders on what can be talked about, what can be said, and you have to preach certain things, you know. These preachers go to cemetery, as the elders say, Elder Apostle Tahar down say, but, you know, these cemeteries, these seminaries, schools where they learn, you know, what to preach about, what to talk about. And so in the churches, again, it goes back to that saying that they were confederate against us. So it goes in so many different areas. They've created a space to where even in the churches, they're not preaching and teaching the right doctrine, you know, which keeps Jake in the dark about who they are and their culture, their heritage, and everything that's going to keep us, you know, out of the mindset of this modern day Egypt, right? This is Psalms 140:5, and it reads, it says, "The proud have hid a snare for me in cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me, Salah." You know, and that's going into the fact that Esau has done what? He has created snares. He has created situations to where, you know, Jake is being influenced. And then, you know, you have a thing called catch-22, you know. And that goes, matter of fact, let me get that. You know, we're gonna dive deeper in that. So as far as them snares go, you know, because they've created the crack epidemic, as Charleston White has spoke about. That's not what I want. But Charleston White has spoke about these things because he explained the influence of certain things that were being put out there. And you know who owns the media, as far as movies and things of that nature. So, catch-22. It says, dilemma or difficult circumstance from which there is no escape because of mutually conflicting or dependent conditions. And so, you think about Jake in the so-called black community. You know, we are in the community of poverty. We are in a community of where we're first fired, last hired. We're in a community where, you know, everybody else is above us as far as these other nations, and so they might get the job before we do. So we're in a situation where we're not having any way to to pay bills and to survive. So what do? We go out and do what? We commit crimes, sell drugs, and things of that nature in order to survive. And so the catch-22, not only that, Esau has done what? He has glorified wickedness. He has glorified selling drugs. He has glorified prostitution. He has glorified all the moral acts that you can think of, Jake has drank the cup along with other nations of this westernized society, which is AKA Babylon, AKA spiritual Egypt, AKA spiritual Sodom, But these things have been taken on the head by Jake, until where now we're drunk amongst these people doing the same thing, living the ways of the westernized society, and being entrapped in those snares, being caught up, like the snare of what? Promoting black exploits, from black exploits to gang culture, to the crack epidemic, to today's drill music, And so Charleston Whitehead went into all those different things and explained it to the T. And so I got to thinking about the scriptures and about what they have done over the years. All those things were designed and created by Esau, our number one enemy, as the scriptures talk about. Those who are confederate against us. The top one was Edom, right? And so these people have done what? They have created a space to where Jake is being influenced by modern day culture, in which they push through their media, and they use other Jakes to help push it. And it has created a space to where Jake is constantly going off doing immoral acts, wickedness, and sinning against Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which puts them in a place of judgment. Okay? And so, with that being said, I'm at work right now. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off real quick. Lord willing, you were edified through this quick hit. Go back and watch this episode on Fresh and Fit, dealing with Charleston White. Again, I want to say Shalom. May all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakal Kodash, a double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and citation to the hopeful 144,000 and the 1/3 men children in order. This is Shemaiah Allah again with the Great Millstone chapter out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Until next time, Shalom.